Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They run it again with Kamara. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. So the D-line's going to spread out. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play clock's running down. Wilson looking to throw on second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Let's go. Green, 39. Leopard.
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Back down, Philly. Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see the defensive strategy.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Starts with a feeling, and you ride it right away. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star, where we fight for love no matter where
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that lighter on the grass, bend it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Bishop, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Follies, let them go. Then it's right back to the window low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be a broke, real, little rich. She just wanna be a VIP with a. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it on my phone to be. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty so they treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me with school, Keep one, move, you my little baby boo, girl. I love you like my favorite color blue, girl. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be a broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be a VIP with a. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it on my phone to be. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, time of possession is something to watch. The Saints are top 10 in first downs, and they go up against the Eagles team that wants to control the game as well.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play clock winding down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On the ground, Kamara. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Fresh set of downs here. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Running with Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Prescott now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Leonard Fournette, a first-quarter touchdown there. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterbacks, so they get low the line. They did their job. It's the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive.
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ten yards still left on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Ajayi. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Wentz to throw on second down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, Wentz forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd down, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Play action. Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, caught by Saleh. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So the D-line's going to spread out. Prescott on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for not much space to rumble.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two, wasn't able to do that. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On third down, it's Prescott. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Play action. Now Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The 2nd quarter score from KC. The Broncos, they've taken an early lead against the Chiefs. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw is Prescott, sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Prescott off play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Prescott to throw it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Kendricks in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Alex Anzalone with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He gets it to Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw is Wentz. It's complete, left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On third and long, it's Wentz. Where is this play going? And now, did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says he stepped out, and that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Rolling to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, Wentz. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And I think the ball's out.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And some room to work. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throwing here, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Prescott. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Saints, to 8-4 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.